Alliances turn to ban. Team secrets turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to pick.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team secrets turn to pick.
Weaver.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team secrets turn to pick.
Bang.
Alliances turn to pick.
Mars!
Seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to ban.
Tide Hunter.
Seconds remaining.
Team secrets turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to ban.
Seconds
Team
remaining.
secrets turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliances turn to ban.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Secret's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Ten seconds remaining.
Alliance's turn to pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliance's turn to pick.
Luna. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliance's turn to ban.
Warlord!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Secret's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliance's turn to ban. Ten
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
'Team Secret's turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alliance's turn to pick.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Void Incarnate.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
Surprise! It's us! Thank you so much, Chiefs. We heard it. We heard the toss. But yeah, you know, it seems like there's a lot of divided opinions going on about this OD here, Syndrin, and I'm really curious, what do you think about this hero and this particular draft lineup?
I think it's pretty good this game. The Meteor Hammer build is probably the way to go, and it also looks like that's what Sumail is eyeing up here. He already has the Crown triple branch, so goes to lane with a ton of stats. I think part of what guided Secret to pick this hero is that it's a reliable way for them to kill Tide, and I think that's a problem that their lineup has. Troll doesn't do a particularly good job at killing Tide. It takes a very long time. He loses his damage from Anchor Smash. It's a hero that deals a ton of damage in Arena. And it's a hero that has overwhelming bursts, which makes it harder for the save heroes of Alliance to get their saves in. And I say heroes because usually the Weaver position 4 will go for an Axe eventually. Saving against heavy burst is just inherently going to be way harder than saving against high consistent damage, right? Because then you can kind of predict when things are happening.
The battle begins.
Kind of a bonus thing for OD as well is its ability to kind of negate a Photic Shield as well. Like if a hero gets clutch saved with a Photic Shield, you banish them and then you hammer them after, and then there's no shield again. So, you know, there's different plays. The lane matchup is good. That's the obvious part here, is that he performs very well against Void Spirit. So, well, let's see how it goes. I'm curious. I love the hero. I actually think OD is very fun to watch and play. So it's a welcome change for me that this hero is seeing a little bit of light after quite a long time with limited play.
Yeah, it feels like he hasn't really shown up quite a bit, but is creeping up more and more recently. I know when I had the discussion with Mira, she mentioned the fact that the aura getting changed a little bit is also making people reconsider the hero. But why do you think they opted for this specifically over like that Leshrac? Because we have seen Sumail do such a great job with that hero in the past.
I think the primary thing is still the ability to kill the tanky and saves, right? Kill the tanky Tide, deal with the saves, and also, like, having a save of your own is never bad. You're playing against an Alliance lineup that realistically only has one catch, which is the Void Spirit combo, and you can negate that one, right? You wait until the Remnant hits, and then you can just Astral the target, and then they can play after. So, yeah, I think it's solid. Was it the best available hero in the pool? Maybe. I won't say that for sure, but I definitely see the upsides more than I see the downsides this game.
That's fair. Definitely fair. You're never sure what exactly is going to come out from these teams, what plans that they have in place, so we can only speculate.
Sumail is hitting real hard into Supreme in that mid lane. Going for the 1-1-1 build here. And like you said, with that increase of chance on Essence Flux, or rather the increase on mana, the chance is always 30%, but getting that much higher mana restore is actually a huge deal for this hero in lane. Just way more consistent damage. Yeah, I think Sumail might actually end up destroying this lane once he gets the hammer. I'm not sure what Void Spirit really does about it. OD can get the hammer incredibly early if it has a good start, and Sumail looks to be doing very well on the CS.
Yeah, I think the only problem too, when you take a look at, you know, you mentioned getting this Meteor Hammer, getting it fairly early. You don't really have the heroes over on the side of Alliance to really gank this OD, right?
Right.
You don't have a kind of rotational hero that's going to delay it, and that's a little bit scary, I think.
Yeah, when your one catch hero that needs to set the tempo of the game is placed in an unfavorable matchup and only has defensive help, that is often going to result in a lot of fires to put out around the map, right? And it is... The general consensus in Dota is that it's easier to play active than reactive. There are certain heroes in certain situations where playing reactive is favorable, but for the most part, it is easier to make the move than to protect against it.
Right.
And that's where Secret definitely have the upper hand. Like, we've talked a lot about this mid lane, but if you look around the other lanes, right, you have Rubik and Bane supports that can make moves. You have the Mars set up things. For Alliance, a lot of it is about, can we group up, go somewhere, and when they fight into us, we counterplay them really well. And that's where, again, for me, the OD really
Radiant's courier has been killed.
can bring it all together. So.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams have been favoring the Tidehunter pickup specifically just because it does force them to kind of respond to you when you're moving around the map, or if, you know, you get very tanky up to the top lane, you do eventually have to go and address it. And if you don't address it, you have, you know, this huge issue later on when you're going to push towers.
Yeah, I think an OD with hammer and levels can solo Tide relatively quickly, actually.
Radiant's courier
maybe you don't fully solo him. Maybe you need one assistant for the kill, but considering what we usually see Tides get away with, that's pretty good. So what are we looking at? So bottom lane Alliance, Bad and Luna lane, obviously a classic, very strong lane that was favored, especially by Tundra. They started playing this a lot a couple of months ago before TI in the tournament that they actually won. I forgot which one that was, pardon me. But when Tundra really made a big name for themselves, and a lot of people were like, it's a shame they aren't playing at TI because they're looking really hot right now, and they were, but unfortunately they didn't peak for TI qualifiers, but they played damn well in that tournament. And in the top lane, obviously, Weaver Tide. I think this hero pairing is really powerful right now, in general. But maybe Alliance going a little bit too much in the same direction here with, considering that they didn't have the last pick mid. And man, Supreme is just getting handled. 13 for 1 against 26 for 10. Sumail will get the hammer in 2 creep waves. So Supreme should not be level 6 at that point. And even if he is, none of Void Spirit's casts are truly instant. Like, there's a little bit of a wind-up. So if you're a very adept OD player and you line up your spells well, you will hit that hammer and still kill him.
I would say Sumail probably qualifies underneath that particular label there. But it is problematic, right? Because Supreme, he is forced out. I believe this is the second time where he's just getting too low, and he's going to have to back away. The recovery, I'm guessing, you know, it has to be something where he hits that level 6 and tries to go and perform ganks. But how is that going to happen when he isn't going to have any assistance here in this middle lane? Do you rely on a rune of opportunity, or...?
Yeah, and how do you get that rune?
That is the other question, yes.
I mean, when you're level 6, it's easy to get it, right? But until then, Sumail is just constantly on the case here, just pressuring, trading, keep stealing the int here, or mana rather.
Awesome.
And the hammer is coming in now, so...
That's scary.
Sumail opted to not skill ult on level 6. I thought he was actually going to go for that and try for a kill combination here once the hammer arrives, but it's just playing it safe. Actually, Supreme will get 6 now, so not too bad. There's the hammer.
There it is, the setup coming in like we talked about.
Sumail may be adept, but he mistimed that by a good half-second almost.
He got too excited. He's like, man, look at the timing on this meteor hammer. I'm going to show it off.
I don't know what surprised him about that. I don't think there's been any changes to duration for either of these abilities, but you need to, when you do that banish, if it's on a hero with status resistance, you need to cast it instantly, right. But when it isn't, you need to wait just a little bit of time there between the Astral and the hammer. But
I mean, he's human.
This one might land.
There we go. There it is. There's the land that we were looking for. But there is no assistance this time around, so Supreme, he's going to take a decent amount of hurt there, but not going to be too concerned.
It's insane how much damage that combo deals, right? Yeah. It's like 600, and it's at... What's the cooldown of it? Like, what's the hammer cooldown? 24. So every 24 seconds you can do this. The Void Spirit can't do anything about it if he comes for CS. And at the same time, he's losing max mana, right?
Yes.
So...
This is going to be a big problem.
It says minus 700. Surely that can't be right.
We have the rotation now. Yapster making his way over. Aramis, though, trying to put out a little damage, but ooh, nice dodge away from Supreme.
Yeah.
It's very close there.
He gets saved by Hanskin on the Aphotic Shield there, but keep in mind, you're placing 3 Alliance heroes mid here just so Void Spirit doesn't die. Like, he's not thriving, he's just staying alive. And he still has to go back to base.
It's the 3rd time now that he's forced back.
Yeah, and I know we're focusing a lot on the mid lane, but it's because the other lanes are kind of playing themselves, right? Like, Troll is just farming up here with the help of Bane. It's super easy, especially when Weaver leaves the lane to go mid. And bottom lane, Mars, he's going to be getting his against the Luna at bad end. It's not a very offensive lane. It's very strong when it comes to trading, but they don't have, like, true kill potential, right? So Ice is just finding creeps. And that means, you know what? Can't believe it, but 8 minutes, no kill. Just kidding.
There
7 minutes, 54, no kill. There it is.
They were like, I bet Syndra's going to say that. Let's prove them wrong.
They finally found it.
And it's going to be Supreme. He needed that. He needed that very desperately.
He needed that badly. He got, okay, think about this for a second. He got first blood in mid, and he's still over 1,000 net worth behind the OD. Minute 8. Right, that's
a consolation prize, right?
It is.
At this point.
You still don't feel very good about it, but at least you got something.
And sometimes you just need something.
Smell is a level and a half ahead as well. I'm curious to see what they're going to do about this now, Secret though, because their supports, you do want to find levels on Rubik and Bane, right? They're both level 3 min at 830, which is very low levels. Usually one of the supports at this point is level 5. so that the other one can take the tome and you both hit level 6 around minute 10.
Not gone.
Wonder what they're going to do. This smoke rotation did not bear any fruit. Nico Baby escaped there, and obviously night vision from Lunar Blessing helps make him feel very safe. Once that smoke breaks, he knows exactly what's happening, and he's just going to leave. Go. If I'm maybe someone else is going to be like, you know what, I'm just going to go hammer this tower to at least make this rotation do something. They are still hoping to find someone here.
Bounty.
Right, Hanskin might bite.
Dire's top
Sumail's
tower
showing
is
now.
under
There's no way
attack.
Hanskin walks into
They are
this.
smoked up though over on the side of Alliance. It looks like they're going to try to hunt and see if they can find this troll over here in these woods. But bottom lane, Hanskin was trying to soak. And it's just like you said. They're hunting for Hanskin. He's just going to boogie out, and Sumail will continue to hit the tower along with the rest of the team. They're making plays over onto Nisha. Couple hits in here. He's going to go into that frenzy. Just get the bug off. We'll be able to hold on to Aramis a little bit longer, but eventually... Ooh, the brain stab coming out from Puppey will ensure that Aramis will fall. Following up with the Nightmare on Supreme. And Sumail has already made his rotation. He's got time this just
That might be too early.
Maybe a little bit off the mark. Yes, he is. And Supreme will live to fight another day.
A little bit of a tip for you guys at home when you have level 4 Astral Imprisonment. The hammer needs to come when the bar on top is over the H in Banished. And yeah, okay, so I do want to cut Sumail some slack here though, because it's easier said than done against heroes with really short cast points, right? Like, he needs to hit this within a probably 0.2 second window. It's very easy if you're doing it against a troll warlord, right? Like, what's he going to do when he comes out of Banish? He's not going to randomly just blink away, right? But against some heroes like Void Spirit, it needs to be pretty clutch, and did miss the timing by a little bit there. Unfortunately for him, I think that would have actually been a kill, because then he could have cast his ulti out of the hammer and had the full burst combo, but didn't get it done that time around. Puppey is in a lot of trouble.
He's trying to bait a little bit, it feels like.
He's fine.
Going to teleport away.
Just TP out. There's no Void Spirit. Who are you going to stun with? Nightmare at the tide, and see ya.
That's 3 heroes that just were congregating right around that area. He's making a lot of time.
And I do think, so again, let's address, again, this is a very slow game in terms of kill action. It's not like the teams aren't putting pressure. I think Sumail has played very aggressively this game with his 0 kills. Kind of ironic, right? But he has actually been destroying without killing anyone. He's just been constantly pressuring. He's been dealing damage to the bottom tower. He ran Supreme out of lane, so has done an excellent job without finding a kill. Just overall game trajectory, I think Secret should be pretty happy right now. Not just because they're a K ahead, but the way their lineup scales too. Like OD Troll together with Mars, really fearsome tri-core later in the game, especially when BKB start dropping lower. OD can take over games entirely. And as we've already covered, good core matchups, right?
Right.
Eventually he's probably going to force Leslau to buy a BKB on Tide because he can kill him so fast, and that feels bad on Tide to have to do that. When's the last time you had a game with 2 kills minute 12?
Radiant's middle
Including your
tower
pub
is
games,
under
including any game you've cast. When's the last time you saw that?
I don't know.
It's ages ago.
It's definitely happened for sure. I think in some of the Eastern Europe games during DPC, I think they were very, very slow at the start, because I remember making the comment
Leading into TI or this week?
leading into TI.
Right.
The past season. But I remember being like, wow, you know, this used to be the region that was known for, you know, like non-stop fighting, like constant aggression, and everyone was very measured and very, very patient while they were farming. So probably that was the last time. It's quiet though, for sure.
I will say though, that's a good point. Like, that's actually maybe in many ways the region that has changed their stereotypical playstyle the most over the last couple of years, because I think CIS as a region realized that they were being too relentless in their gameplay overall, and then we started seeing more calculated CIS teams get a lot of success, like the old Virtus Pro that started winning majors or getting top finishes. We saw obviously Spirit of this TI, very inspirational, right? Which wasn't just all about the bull rushing, but about taking risks when it matters and when it makes sense, and playing around timings much better. Has been a huge improvement for that region. And honestly, it's been similar to what we've seen as of late out of South America as well, which I feel like you go back 2 or 3 years and they were kind of mimicking the CIS playstyle, and have also kind of I don't know if you want to call it Tamed the Beast or whatever.
We called it the Wild West or
Yeah.
the Twilight Zone when you go into South America, because it's not just, you know, the play style that's different. It was that the hero choices were.
Yeah, they were playing totally different heroes too.
But like that's the thing, right?
It's normalized a bit more.
Yeah, but when you're in an area that's so
Radiant's
secluded,
middle
you know,
tower
it
is
makes
under
sense that
attack.
you're going to see completely
Yep,
different picks.
trying to stay alive here.
He'll go for the Ravage, will connect, but of course is putting the Astral by Sumail.
That feels really bad if you're Leslau.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Like, he uses Ravage on a support, doesn't get the kill, and now he's probably going to die as well. He's dead. No banish? Or no hammer? Okay.
No, he just used it.
He didn't use hammer.
No, he didn't. Oh.
Okay. Maybe he thought he was too late, or maybe he was worried about Kraken Shell. Well, now he can hammer.
No, he's definitely going to go.
Not gonna miss on that one.
Connect, they'll get a
Radiant's
steal.
top tower is under
Pure
attack.
damage.
Like
See
you
ya.
said, it took a little bit, but he is dead.
Up to the finish line. And across it. Importantly.
Dire's middle tower is under
Mid lane, Nico
attack.
Baby trying to put a little bit of pressure. Actually forced out the glyph here. I think Secret pulled the trigger on that a little bit too early. Nisha was there. So a bit of a maybe miscommunication mistake. At the end of the world, though. You're going to see the Ravage here. So Sumail does get the... I think he was aiming to get the Astral off before the Ravage was cast, or obviously could have just saved Yapzor, but in the end this actually turns out to be better than if he would have banished the Rubik, as they do get the chase down kill. Puppy. Very upfront here, but...
I mean, I feel like he knows there's no threat of the Ravage anymore.
And he needs to be a bit of a wall between the heroes and the tower to try to delay this push at least. Is being somewhat successful.
Swarm connecting, jump forward here from Supreme. They'll go get the taunt off, but they don't want to dive too hard on this tower. Can they finish it off? Does they well? No, the Ravage, they turn back around. They get a kill on Nico, baby. And they'll wait a moment for Hanskin to get out of that ultimate.
He's dead too. So yeah.
You're not letting me build any sort of suspense here, dude. You're just like,
I don't
he's
think
dead.
there was a lot of
He's
suspense
dead.
in that.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Thank you.
There you go.
I wasn't sure. Ooh.
The interesting thing was what was going to kill him, though. You never knew if it was going to be the spear or the next attack from OD,
Radiant's
but
middle
they do get it
tower
on
is under
Mars.
attack.
Yeah. Secret are honestly just owning them right now. It's I don't think Alliance knew that Ravage was stolen. Making that play call, I mean, I wasn't aware of it either. That was a byproduct of Sumail's banished top lane, right? With the Astral was that Yapzor got to come out and spell steal the Ravage. They seemed completely unaware that this was a possibility. And they just get cleaned up for it. 4 kills as well as the Roche going the way of Secret. And this is looking to be... No, the panel liked Alliance's draft better in this game than the last one, at least parts of them. Gotta make it count sometime soon here. Deep OD pick has really... More than anything, Sumail has really set the tone for this. It's not just because of what he has done, it's because of what Supreme hasn't been able to do, right? That's the double impact that Sumail has had, is that he enabled himself and disabled the opponent at the same time.
A big fight breaking out, and it's going to be Supreme who will fall here. Hanskin, oh, they're throwing out the high fives to boot. As they'll wait patiently, and do you think he's dead this time?
No, he's fine.
You think so?
He's dead.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, glad you asked that time.
Let's
Gradual improvement. Next time I'll be quiet, and then you can answer your own question. Oh, good jukes from Leslau.
Are
I
scanning.
can't seem to find him here.
Yep, he's gonna get out. Nicely done. Actually did need to take more or less this exact path. If he would have taken another one, he would have been cut off by Exercise's spear there, or been found by the troll, and any connection would have led to the kill, but looking to be an absolute trashing from Secret in this game. The problem when you're Alliance's lineup here, it's not like games can't be won from this position, but when you look at the way their lineup
Radiant's
works,
bottom
this is
tower
around
is
the
under
time that
attack.
they want to group up and get something done. And because they're so far behind, they are not really favored in the team fights anymore. Playing into an Aegis troll, a massively strong OD, Mars has his key
Radiant
items.
structures are fortified.
It's tough. Like your kill potential as Alliance's lineup is very much teamfight centric. You don't have single target burst that's worth writing home about, right? And even if you did, you could get saved by OD or Nightmare. we could be looking at a pretty quick game here, Moxie. I don't know what Alliance are going to do to try to solve this, but they need to find a solution pretty soon. Or they're just going to get wrecked.
It's so many pieces that have to fit together exactly correctly, right? Because you do have the threat of this Ravage, but they have an Aegis. They've got saves coming out from the side of Secret. It just makes it very, very difficult for Alliance to even approach here, it feels like.
Radiant's bottom
And with
barracks.
the double damage over on Sumail, too, this is looking a lot spookier.
It's just gone. 18-minute barracks. They didn't even try to defend.
Is under attack.
How could they?
Yeah, I don't know much about Dota, Moxie, but I think this is a bad sign if you lose a lane of barracks 18 minutes in without casting a spell to defend it. That's probably not the sign of a team that's coming back and winning the game.
I mean, never say never, right? It is Dota.
Never say never.
Things can happen.
But
it looks very difficult.
you need to defend the next lane then, because you didn't outlast the Aegis this way. Nisha can get to the next tier 3 and barracks within this 2-minute span, so if you're ultimately gonna have to defend the next lane, then you might as well have tried to defend the first one, unless you're hitting some crucial item timing that was worth losing a lane for. And I don't think it's coming right now.
No, this BKB is still a ways off here for Nico Baby.
It's
And that's
400
very,
away.
very
Maybe
important.
they feel like they can hold for it. Actually, okay, maybe Secret don't finish off mid. You know what? I might have to eat my words on this one. They did. This time they did show up with some spells to defend. And they do hold. So, okay, that will be a BKB for Luna completed in 400 gold.
We'll use the arena for now over on Hanskin.
Okay.
It's gonna teleport away. I think it's too much damage though. Yeah.
Nice item against the Baron, Brigand's Blade. You get him low on health, and that's when his invulnerability starts. Then you wait it out, and then you hit that extra bit hard to finish off the kill. We'll be swapping it over for an Essence Ring now to get some mana regen going. And now the mid tower will fall. And Nisha will take care of this. 50 seconds left on the Aegis. I don't know if Secret fancy their chances of going high ground here with the siege creep wave that's coming mid. It is kind of a narrow window on the Aegis. Once that connects, it's like 30 seconds left.
Dire's top tower is
So
under
maybe they
attack.
just count their victories and back off.
I mean, they're getting some nice pickoffs here.
Yep.
They found themselves a Weaver. It's very easy for them to just walk forward and give it to them. They pick up the Shikuchi over on the Rubik, which is also just a great spell for this hero. Not as flashy as the Ravage, but...
It's very stable. It's one the reason you love picking Rubik against Weaver is traditionally because of Shikuchi, but now that a lot of more support Weaver is becoming prominent, stealing the Swarm is also really good. Like the spell level 4 has huge teamfight impact. It's very easy to cast as Rubik and just steal something else and have that in the fight. So, what do we got for Alliance? Trying to see the progress here. So they get the BKB for Luna. Supreme was eyeing the Boots of Travel, but he gave up on that idea because the timing is probably like 5 to 6, 7 minutes off of when he would want it. So he's changing it up to try to get a teamfight impact item. I think if he bought Travels right now, that would basically be like waving the white flag. It's like, we can't fight you ever. I'm going to dodge. And then you're assuming that you can hold against a lineup that will guaranteed push your base with second approach. So
This is not good for Nico Baby.
got the BKB off
got
at
the
least.
BKB up, but Puppy's nearby too. I'll try to make something up. They're just gonna back off. Arena's down. That's a BKB used from Nico Baby.
Yep. It can be used from Ice as well, at the very least for Alliance, but I think the Luna one is way more important. Especially if Secret were to try to make a move sometime soon. The Mars can easily frontline without his BKB. He can get saved by Nightmare and by the Astral Imprisonment. The Luna, however, yeah, you have the save from a Baron, but it doesn't really feel like you're necessarily going to stay alive. Oh, you get the combo off on Supreme and will back off.
I'm gonna try to make some moves though. They do have the rest of the team standing nearby. Yules gets tossed down. They'll get the remnant. Nisha though waiting patiently. There's no BKB for this Luna. Nico Baby is gonna get saved up for a little while longer. Thinks that's gonna push up the hammer. Oh my goodness, they just eradicate Supreme, Nico Baby, and Aramis and Hanskin now left behind. They're just not even gonna
Cool
look
guys
at
don't
it.
even look at banishes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Our observer is not a cool guy, so I had to check, but
Rude.
2-in-1 confirmation there.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, GG.
That was definitely a shellacking, as the boys would say.
Yeah, Sumail looking thrilled with himself.
Radiant's
A little bit of a smile there.
I'm sure he had a fun time playing OD. I think that
Sumail,
the rest...
he's not the most animated guy. Just a little bit of a smile there is enough to know that he feels good about himself.
I mean, Nisha was doing a little bit of a dance back there.
I
You see
don't know.
that?